Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Arcanum. We've got quite a bit of town to explore here in Qintarra, so let's hop to it. We've got these two little huts, and I did see an elf villager to talk to in there, so let's go do so. After we check out this little hut. Hello. Yes, what is it? Hello, good elf. Might I ask you who you are? As with most elves, I have a very long name, but in your tongue, I'm called Illumin. A pleasure, Illumin. Might I ask you what you do here in Qintarra? In my tongue, I'm an elf. I'm a craftsman, madame. I work with wood and metal to create objects of magic, weapons and talismans, the occasional piece of decorative jewelry. We all play our part here in Qintarra, and that is mine. I can see where you get wood, but where do you get metal? Well, I've many suppliers. We trade often in Stillwater when the need arises, but just lately I've run out of mithril. If you know anything about the metal, you know that it's rare. I'm having trouble finding a new source, and many of my objects are incomplete without it. What is mithril? Why can't you use regular metals like iron? I should know what this is. Mithril is a very special kind of metal. It is very light and very strong, but its most interesting properties are in respect to magic. Although it is not inherently magical, mithril is very conductive to magic, and to holding magical spells. There's nothing quite like it. I see. Perhaps I could assist you in obtaining more. Yes, I'd be very grateful for your help. If you could find the caves of the Wheel Clan and bring me back some mithril, then I would be willing to give you one of my crafted bows. It's said there's no better in Qintarra. I'll do so in return. Splendid, madame. I'll eagerly await your return. Let's see. Let us barter, my good sir. So you have a bow. There's an elven hunter's bow. Elven chain mail. Small oiled thieves leather. Elven boots. Dorian amulet. Well, we do have a new person. Let's get that. And a mage's dagger. Nothing really all that great. Scrolls of exiting aren't too expensive. He has bullets. It seems weird. Oh, I had a fourth fate point. I guess you do get a fourth fate point for killing the Stillwater Giant. What is going on? The pathfinding here is wonky. Let's see, are you going to get pissy if I unlock this vase?
Please, we must cease our attack upon such a good soul.
Yep. Well, let's see what this person has. Nothing there. And nothing in there. Well, that's actually kind of funny. Hello. How are you, madame? Happy to meet... Okay, apparently I can't talk to you. I'm just guarding a locked empty vase. Because, you know... Nope, nothing. Alright.
Greetings, stranger. What is it you need?
I'm sorry, I don't believe we've met. You have a voice.
No, you're correct. We've never met.
This elven woman looks at you evenly. Her skin is light, almost translucent, with a hair of dark crimson. Almost black. She's beautiful, but very severe. Okay. What is your name, madame?
My name is very old and very long. Perhaps it would be best if you simply called me Raven.
Interesting. Do you have a moment?
Of course.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Certainly. How can I help you?
I need to speak with the Silver Lady.
The Silver Lady? Oh, you mean my mother?
Yes?
That's quite a request, and one not so easily granted.
Her voice sounds very familiar. Even for an elf? I mean, I am one of you.
That might very well be. But you're not from here, and I'm very cautious when it comes to who sees my mother. She may be our queen, but I oversee the daily matters here in Qintarra.
Okay, so how can I convince you of the urgency of my quest?
You'll have your chance. Forgive me if I seem a little abrupt, but I've many things on my mind today, and there's much to be done. Once I've taken care of some of the more pressing matters, I'll talk with you about your needs.
I understand. Perhaps I could be of service.
Why, yes. It's always a pleasure to work with an elven sister from the outside. We'd love to have your help.
Just pulling up, IMDb. Let me see if I can find Raven in here. Her name is not familiar. I'll take a look later. Alright, well, my pleasure. What can I do?
There is a group of humans camped about a day's journey from here. We know not what they want, but where humans go, trouble usually follows.
What would you like me to do?
The place they are camped at is called Falcon's Egg, and it is considered a holy place for the elves of Qintarra. We would like you to find out why the humans are there and remove them.
I have a few questions about this first, if you don't mind.
Of course. What would you like to know?
Falcon's Egg, what sort of place is it?
Falcon's Egg, as I told you, is elven holy ground. Many years ago there was an elven queen, and her name was Falcon. She was out hunting one day and with her bow shot a stag. When she had caught up with it, it was lying next to a pool of water, slowly bleeding from a wound in its side.
Okay. Raven's voice is melodic, her hands gesture creating the scene. So what
The
happened?
stag spoke to her, and within it were the spirits of the elves who had become the soul of the stag, and with her arrow she had pierced both it and them. And they were both sad and afraid, as the stag's life was their own, and when it died, so would they.
What did Falcon do?
She could do nothing. She sat with the stag's head in her arms, sang its stories, and washed its wound with her tears. And the ache in her heart grew as the old elven voices faded, grew so much that when they finally passed, she passed with them.
Wow, that's a sad story. A few more questions about this business.
Of course. What would you like to know?
These humans, how should they be removed?
It doesn't matter to me how you remove them, but you must understand this. Under no circumstances are you to shed blood on that ground. The spirits there exact their price, and you do not want to pay it. Do you understand? Do not raise your hand against another.
Okay, all clear. A few more questions about this business.
Of course. What would
Uh,
you like to know?
How do I get to Falcon's Egg?
It's not far from here. I'll mark your map with the location.
Well, thank you. So she's the voice of Sniper Wolf from Metal Gear Solid, which I guess is where I recognize her her voice from. It's about the only thing I can think of that really jumps out at me as something that I'm somewhat familiar with. Not through playing, just from watching other people let's play them. Okay, I'll be back when the job is done. Job's done. Let's see. Elfguard. None of you guys have anything to say. Probably not going to let me go in there. Pathfinding in this place is wonky. I'm guessing I can't go in there until I take care of the whole thing. Pray tell, who are you? My name is Swift. You're an adventurer, are you not? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Why do you ask? Pray tell, have you ever been to that fabulous city known as Tarrant? Yeah, I have visited there. Would you be interested in a job as a guide? What did you have in mind? I'll pay you 300 coins to bring me safely to Tarrant. Why do you want to go there? Everyone goes there. I'm tired of this forest. I need some adventure, excitement. Will you take me? Sure, I'll do it. Ooh, I get to go to Tarrant. I'm so excited. She begins leaping up and down and then hugs you. Just how old are you exactly? I'm 150 years old. Why? It's a little young to be out on your own, isn't it? Wow. Okay, apparently they age slower here than they even in Dungeons and Dragons. That's a little young to be out on your own, isn't it? What are you trying to say? I'm mature enough to make my own decisions. That's open to debate. She starts to cry. Why are you being so mean to me? Look, you stupid twit. Stop your crying and I'll take you no place. I'm not being mean, simply realistic. I can't take you. I don't like you. Leave me alone. Well, there goes an opportunity for 300 gold. That's fine. I am okay with that. I mean, I guess these little things are like houses, but there's no beds or anything inside of them. A dwarf wizard? I think this is the first dwarf wizard we've ever encountered. Yes, can I help you? Surprised to see a dwarf here. This is my home. What do you wish of me? I'm looking to find the elves responsible for banishing the Black Mountain clan. I know nothing of that. I renounced all of my dwarven affiliations to come here and study the ways of magic. For information of that nature, you would need to consult with Raven. You're a mage? That seems a bit unusual. I've been drawn towards magic for my entire life. Unlike most dwarves, I have no affinity for things of a technological nature. So that's why you live here? I am under a tutorial agreement to my teacher, Wraith. I am unable to leave until my contract is finished. How long is this contract for? My contract runs until the end of Wraith's life. In exchange for training in the magical arts, I agreed to serve him. But that bitter old elf can last another 2, possibly 300 years. Why did you agree to such an interminable length of service? No elf wanted to take a dwarf as an apprentice. It was the best offer I could get. It wasn't bad at first when Wraith was simply surly. Over the past 50 years or so, he's become increasingly bitter and difficult to work for. I do not know what I will do if I can't convince him to release me soon. Why don't you just leave? I would never dishonor myself so. The only thing that can release me besides his death is his word. Perhaps I could convince him to release you. Thank you for the offer, but your interference would only serve to anger him, which would lead to greater torment for myself at his hands. If you're certain, I suppose I'll be on my way then. But I could offer to kill him, but that would probably not be a great plan. There aren't that many people here. I am actually rather under... Oh. You see the body of Wraith, Yormund's mentor. There seems to be no sign of violence or struggle, other than the pool of blood. This empty wine glass has a strangely pungent odor. Well, let's go ahead and take that. Also, I forgot to give you that. There you go. So he has poisoned himself, it appears. What business do you have here? Yormund is under arrest for murder. You believe he killed Wraith? Who else could have done it? Elves like us don't kill each other. Besides yourself, he was the only other outsider in Qintarra when the murder occurred. Does that not make me a suspect as well? Elves like us? There are other type of elves? Do not play games with me. You're an elf. You know what I am speaking of. Actually, I do not. Well, you are either lying or ignorant. I have no use of either. Excuse my ignorance. How was he killed, if I may ask? We haven't determined that as of yet. At this point, all we know is that we can find no evidence of any injuries from weapons. What about magic? Quench life would have done the trick. No, we of Qintarra are acutely attuned to all the flows. If any dark necromancy had been used, we would have felt it. No weapons or magic. That leaves poison, right? I'm not at liberty to discuss any more of the case with you. I've revealed too much already, I fear. May I be allowed to go in and speak with him at least? Sure, go on in, but don't try anything. I'll be listening out here. All right, goodbye. You've returned. I do not believe you are guilty of killing Wrath. Why do you say that? He was not killed with magic or weapons. That leaves poison. There's only one apothecary, Sharp, in Qintarra. If the poison was bought there, he'd have been the one to sell it. I need to speak with him somehow. Since I am confined to my house, I need someone to help clear my name. Are you interested in helping me out? Sure, I'll give it a go. I'll give you my prized staff of Zoranth for your help, madame. Yeah, I accept the offer. Let's just shift that. I have no idea where Sharp is. Are there any... Oh, there's more to the... Is there more to the city than I've been to? No. No, there really isn't. I've been everywhere. Alrighty, Are you Sharp? Yes, who are you? Hello, sir. Might I ask your name? My name is Mr. Wind, the master of the hunt. It is a pleasure to meet you. He looks at the sky. He seems somewhat distracted. The pleasure is mine. You said you were a master of the hunt? We have a group of hunters who supply Qintarra with food and other supplies. I'm their commander. I see. Are there a lot of hunters here in Qintarra? No, we are a small community here. We never have need for more than 3 or 4 hunters at any given time. Again, he looks up. Say, do you happen to know the hour? Sure. He only half hears you. Very worried. There's a hunter who left here yesterday and hasn't returned. Normally I'd not be concerned, but he was hunting in the forest near the dark fens. There's strange things in those swamps. Well, that's worrisome. Could I be of help? Would you? I need to go on another hunt, but I could tell you where he was hunting, and you could travel there. I'm sure it's nothing, but I get worried about my hunters. If you could see to it that he's safely on his way home, I would offer you some elven chain mail. Done. Thank you so very much. I can mark your map with the general area where he was hunting. He does so. Good luck to you. Well, thank you. Okay. So that's Swift. These are just elf guards. Maybe it's someone that I just did not see because they blend in with the stuff. There's no one there. There's not going to be there. That's Fawn. That's Whisper. It's Elumin. I'm looking for Sharp. Sharp was called out of the village suddenly. Sharp was called out of the village suddenly. I am his wife. Can I help you with anything? I needed to ask him about a poison. Show her the glass. Yes, I recognize it. Very distinctive odor. Do you sell that type of poison here? Yes, we do. I don't know if we have any at the moment, though. The poison in that glass killed Wrath. Do you know him? Wrath is dead? By the gods! What can you tell me about him? We had a history. The 3 of us were friends long ago, but he became angry when Sharp and I began living together. Who killed him? That dwarven student of his? Why did he become angry when you began living together? He said it was offensive and damaging to the village for us to carry on like humans, as he put it. I believe he was jealous, though. He felt you were violating elven cousins? I believe that he was actually jealous. Sharp and him fought often in later years. Did Sharp hate Wrath enough to kill him? It was the other way around, actually. I think Wrath became a bit unbalanced. Of course, we all know that elves do not have it in them to wantonly murder each other over things like jealousy. Anyone can be pushed to murder given the right circumstances. I don't know what degenerate tribe you hail from, but elves of my tribe are above such vileness. Even to protect their loved ones? If he had felt I was in danger, I believe he would do anything to protect me, even sacrifice himself. But as I said, elves would never even think of killing one another. We take a wider view of things, as you know. This life is only one that elves exist in. When we die, we go to another level. So what purpose would murder serve? Perhaps you should ask your homicidal boyfriend. But you yourself said that wrath was a bit unbalanced. This is disturbing me. I don't wish to speak about it anymore. Is your distress because you know Sharp is guilty? I would thank you to leave my store now. I am finished speaking with you. You're finished talking to me when I say you are, harlot. Wow. Good day to you. I'm not going to just insult her like that. That's very rude. All right. Let's head back. Oh, we did get a couple quests out of this place, so there's that. Be off. Alright, so I have an option to tell him that I believe I know who, okay, no, I don't have anything to say. Yeah, I believe I know who killed Wrath. Oh, and who would that be? Sharp. Wrath and Sharp were in love with the same woman. Yes, I know all about that weirdness, but as I have already explained to you, elves just don't kill each other. You will have to bring me some proof for me to believe your foolhardy accusations. I see. Goodbye. Alright, so I have to go find Sharp? Guess I'll try talking to that woman again. I don't think she gave me her name. There's a lot of running around here, isn't there? I told you to leave me alone. I have nothing to say to you. Please leave. Well, not actually sure how to resolve this at the moment then. Maybe I can go talk to some other people. Alright, well, I believe I have Mithril back in Toronto, so I can always go get that for him, but that's not exactly what I need here. Nope. You don't have anything to say. What about Whisper? Nope, alright. I guess I need to head out of town and find Sharp. It's the only thing I can think of. You're not going to talk to me, right? I don't like you. Leave me alone. What about you? Greetings, Mr. Wind. Have you a moment? Expert Dodger? Don't have a skill. Okay, well, I don't know for now. Maybe one of you will say something. Greetings to you. Okay, no, talking to that person just gets me up here. Alright. Oh, I can also just click on that. Are there any other ways into trees here? Yeah, there are. So I wonder if Sharp is around here someplace. That would be kind of a bug hunt, though. Very, very slow. Nope, nothing there. Well, there's a big thing here. No, I don't see anyone. I'm gonna look around on the map just to see if I see a person standing or walking around. I do not, however. And since I can access the world map, I'm kind of guessing that that's not here. All right. Well, for now, I guess we can go take care of Falcon's ache. Maybe this will help us if we can do some stuff with Raven. Oh, a little bunny. All right, so I don't see any humans there. There's a lesser boar. A greater gorilla. And here are the humans. Alright, well, I think that we will try talking to them in the next episode. Got some surveyors and a human technologist. So when we come back next time, we'll go talk to those people. See if we can figure out why they're here. Seems obvious why they're here, though. But we'll see if we can get them to move on. See you next time, everyone.